Reserves. Gentlewoman from California.
Mr. Speaker, I am pleased to yield a minute to the gentleman from Texas, Mr. Doggett.
Gentleman from Texas is recognized.
Does anybody really want to throw out good, educated, and accomplished young people who have jobs, some serving in our military? Really? They've been in our country for many years through no fault of their own, brought in by parents at young age. Those were the words of a President Trump tweet on September 14, 2017. But unfortunately, Donald Trump is a man of his last tweet. Later, when a bipartisan group of senators went to meet with the president and present a viable bipartisan plan, he flew into a racist rant and refused to act. Only because of federal court orders consistently rejecting the Trump administration arguments do our dreamers have any protection today. I've visited personally with these young people, a nurse, a teacher, a county prosecutor, a key person in a small business, many students. They are contributing to our communities, and America is stronger for their presence. They're Americans in every sense, except for the documents that allow them to fully participate. Does the gentlewoman have another 30 seconds?
15 seconds.
If protection for our dreamers is terminated, all of us will lose. A coalition of Texas businesses has estimated that Texas alone will lose $6 billion in economic activity every year. Let's provide our dreamers the certainty to a clear path to citizenship. Let's recognize them as the full-fledged Americans that they certainly are, and I yield back.
Members are reminded to refrain from engaging in personalities toward the president.
Reserve.
From California reserves. Gentleman from Georgia.
Parliamentary inquiry, Mr. Speaker.
The gentleman will state his inquiry.
Derogatory statements toward the president, also, that was impugning integrity of the president. I think that is much more beyond what was actually warned about, and I would ask the parliamentarian for a ruling on that.
Again, reminded members to refrain from engaging in personalities toward the president.
Would the further parliamentary inquiry?
The gentleman will state his inquiry.
Would the parliamentary inquiry say that that was stating, as quoted, a racist rant is an attack on the president, implying he is a racist? Is that not true? Which contrary...
The chair continues to remind members that they should refrain from engaging in personalities toward the president, but will not issue an advisory opinion.
Further parliamentary inquiry.
The gentleman will state his inquiry.
Is it not true that this House is run on parliamentary language that is not consistent with what was just used?
The chair will continue to enforce the rules of decorum. The gentleman from Georgia is recognized.
The gentleman from Georgia continues that parliamentary inquiry, and because it is an issue that needs to be addressed and should not have been said on this floor, with that, I'll reserve.